Okay, YouTubers, I promised that I would tell you more about Uriel, and this is a book that I'm actually reading out of. I agree with some of it, and some of it I don't. Like sometimes they show it male, and I feel it's female. Sometimes they give a color that I don't agree with, and I think that's what's in this one for Uriel. Because I always see him as red. I always see him as red. When I first met him, he told me right off the bat that I think I was painting or I was writing. Those are two things I'm very passionate about. That and just my kids. I'm very passionate about being a really good mom. So my kids are all grown, by the way. But I'm still that way. I'm still, really passionate about being a really good mom and a really good grandmother. And those are things, and a really good wife. I really want to be, a good person for my people. And so he likes to show up when you're passionate. And I asked him about that. And that's what he said. That was his thing, was that he loves to help people find their passion. He loves to help people get excited and find the creativity in their passion. So it is really, he's actually really exciting, I think. He's one of the more charming, exciting kind of angels. I don't know how to explain it any other way. So this is what the book says. Tap into your creativity. Yeah, I agree with that. Deepen your insights into life. See the variety of futures your choices create. And that is very true. And that's what he was talking about today in the messages, was that we're going to co-create 5D, right? The fifth dimension. So he's giving you these choices. Think about the choices that you want to bring into 5D, because there's no fear and there's no separation. Sorry, I got something in my eye. There's no separation, and it's just, it's going to be a whole new thing for us. It's just going to be a whole new thing because, for thousands and thousands of years, we have been in fear and we have been in pain and trauma, and just so many things have happened. And yes, we have expanded exponentially because of it. And we will expand still in 5D. And I do believe that the Earth experiment was supposed to be that we would come here in 5D, we'd come from higher dimensions. We'd come here in 5D in physical form, and then we would progress into 6D in physical form, and then we would progress into 7D in physical form. So I think that was the original plan. Unfortunately, other souls decided to bring us down, but now we're going back up. So it's another adventure. It's a different adventure. But it's another adventure. So it's going to be very, very cool. Okay. And make your choices based on love. Transform even your worst nightmare into gifts. I forgot about that. He did help me with that. That's very, very true. Since Uriel is the angel of creativity, I call him the angel of passion, honestly. One way to ask for his help is to write him a letter. You can address it to Uriel and mail it, burn it, or simply throw it away. I just keep it in my notebook with the rest of them. Writing is a wonderful way to focus your thoughts and release your prayers. You can also make a storyboard. Cut out pictures that represent what you want to create. Write Uriel's name on the top, and at the bottom write, "Help me create this," or something better. Then hang the storyboard someplace you'll see it. Spend a few minutes looking at it each day, knowing that Uriel is working his magic. Everything is moving so fast now that I really don't think that you need to do any of that. I think what you need to do now is just imagine it and then ask Uriel to come and help you. I would like this or something better. Or, Uriel, come help me find my passion. Help me find what really excites me. Maybe you've been in a job for 20 years and you just gave up on having a passion. It's true. We get stuck in these day-to-day things because we're worried about our family. We have to take care of our kids. We have to take care of our spouses, whatever we have to take care of. Maybe our parents. Maybe we've got sick children, whatever, that grow up and we still have to take care of them. However it happened, you just lost any thought of ever having anything like that a long time ago. And I understand that because I'm 61 years old. So it's, when you're 20, that's a hard thing to imagine. But when you're in your 60s, life goes by fast, and then it's done. And you forgot about the things that you were passionate about when you were in the 20s before life just took over. So he will help you find that again, which he said today in the channeling. Uriel is the angel of creativity and prophecy. He's a magnificent angel with glistening silver wings. Uriel is listed as both a cherub and a seraph, and has a long list of titles, including Regent of the Sun, an angel of presence. See, Regent of the Sun. So, and that's why I always think of him as passion, because the sun is, is super bright. It's super exciting. You know what I mean? It's super powerful. All right. He has a passion for music, prophecy, and the salvation of all human beings. He is known for his action, deep commitment to fulfilling divine will, for his ability to find unusual creative solutions to any problem. Uriel's name means fire of God. See, this is why I see him in red. According to the book of Enoch, he is the angel with dominion over thunder and terror. Angelic lore is rich in stories about Uriel. In one myth, Uriel showed how the capacity for discernment of seeing through an open heart invited divine grace. Through teaching people how to see life through the eyes of love, he's able to impart profound insights about life's journey. As an angel of salvation and transformation, Uriel brings peace and can turn your most challenging and painful experiences into your greatest blessings. That's really true right now, because right now we are transforming. We're transforming completely. And if you've already purged everything and you're already done with that, then he can help you move to the next stage, which is 5D. If you're still in the cocoon and you're still purging and you're still getting rid of all your fears, false beliefs, and trauma and pain, then he can help you get through that and turn that trauma and that pain into this enormous blessing. So then when you look back on it, it's not something that's going to hurt you anymore. And remember, too, that you can take your trauma and pain and you can put it in a basket and give it to Mother Gaia and have her transmute it. But do that after you've learned the lesson. But he can help you with all of that. Maybe you just don't know what the lesson was. What was the lesson about that? And you're sitting there looking at it going, that was just terrible. I don't even understand why I had to go through that. He'll help you. He'll help you understand that. And he'll help you turn it into a blessing. And he'll help you transmute it so that you can open up space. And the more space you open up, then they put more love in. God puts more love in. You expand more your gifts come in, more your higher self can come in. And, there's just no limit. There's no limit on our souls. There just isn't. And now that we are truly free and we truly have free will, it's exciting. It's an exciting time. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to that. It's just a bunch of fear. We don't need fear. We've already been through that. We're time to move on from the fear. Okay, Uriel is very gracious and willing to help mortals in any way possible. When he is around, you might see images of midnight blue. With his love, he teaches people the difference between listening to the limiting beliefs of the mind and living the expansive perspective of the spirit. Yeah, see, I never see midnight blue. When I see blue, I see Archangel Michael. And I know that it's Michael because we all have a love energy imprint. We are all energy. And we all have a love energy imprint. When you see these angels, you're not going to see... you're not going to see, an angel in armor and all that. You're not going to see that through your third eye. I mean, once in a while, maybe. I've only seen them like that twice, and it was extreme cases. What you're going to see is you're going to see energy. So when I see Uriel, I see this energy moving, and I feel this incredible amount of love. And you'll feel his personality. you'll feel his personality, his love energy imprint, and you'll know. And I always see him in red. Some books will say that he is violet, like he's purple, which I can see, because he's protecting. So the blue, and then the violet is the wisdom, and then you need blue and red to make, so passion and love, and blue, protector and comfort. It makes purple. So I could see that, but that really isn't what happens when I see him. When I see him, he's red. It is red. And then when I see Archangel Zadkiel, then it's violet, or Saint Germain. It's violet. But you can tell the difference between the two of them, because Saint Germain is a saint and Zadkiel is an archangel. So there's a difference in their love energy imprint, but there's also a difference in. All right, say you meet two twins. Okay, you meet twins. They're two separate people. They look exactly alike. Okay, but they're different. One has a different personality. They have a different temperament. They have a different love capacity. They have different power emanating off of them. That's what I'm talking about. So when you meet them, at first you may not know who they are, but by the color that you see. But then as you interact with them, then you're going to start to understand who they are. Just like when you first meet somebody, you don't really know who they are. But then as you interact with them, you realize, oh, I really resonate with this person. I'd like to go and do some things with them and have some fun with them. Or I don't really resonate with this person. But I wouldn't mind, like going for a walk and getting to know them better or whatever. And then there's people that you just don't resonate at all with and are on the same vibration. But it's the same kind of thing when you meet the angels and the archangels, except that you never get the creepy feeling. If you get the creepy feeling, they're not an angel. They're, probably something dark. And that's when you meet something dark, you just feel like there's goo. I always feel like there's goo. It's just ew. And I feel like somebody's trying to put goo on me, like that tar, like that drippy black tar, or maybe even, like baby poop. When the baby first goes to the bathroom the first time, and it's that black tarry like poop. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it feels like when you meet a dark entity. It's a completely different thing. So when you meet the angels, you will feel this warm, tingly love just wash through you. And that's what I call a love wave. And it washes through you, and depending on how much they give you, usually when you first meet them, you just cry because you just can't believe anything can love you that much unconditionally, because that's all they give is unconditional love. No matter what you do, they love you. So, and they're always saying things like humans are too hard on ourselves, and just they have a lot of sayings. I'll look up some of them out of my book because some of them are really, really good to help people to get over guilt and shame and regret, all those kinds of things. But yeah, it's just amazing when you get to know them. And the reason I'm bringing up all these angels is because a lot of people don't know. I mean, they know Michael, and they know Gabriel, and they know Raphael, or Ariel, because people talk about them all the time. But people don't usually talk about Zadkiel or Uriel or Jophiel, who came through the other day. So, and I channel a lot of different angels. I think I'm going to ask Sandalphon to come in next time because he's pretty cool too. Or maybe Shamuel, because he's the angel of love. So you guys can get to know these guys and girls, women, females. Some of them prefer to be males, some of them prefer to be females. And some of them don't care. Some of them don't care. You can think they're male, you can think they're female. They really don't care. Yeah, which it's hard for me to wrap my mind around, but, we are going to be shocked, I think, when the veil comes down. I really do. So, I think that's it. I've said so too many times. I want to say it again. Okay. I'm going to use there. So be it. And end right there. But if you need a reading or chakra clearing, or you want to know about some past lives, or you want a tarot reading, please contact me at TheuniversalGodisgreat@gmail.com. And the information's in the description below. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And here's a big love wave from me and Uriel. Bye-bye.